Well, it's that time again. Outer Points Productions is about to go live with another Knockout Challenge match. Join me, Little Cheddar, and my guest live at the Varsity Club in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, as we will be delivering some of the best mediocre commentary in the business. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the match, and don't forget to jump in the chat and say hello. Please take the time to subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit that like button, and share it with all your friends. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you right after this word from our fabulous sponsors.
Dumper Dan's charter fishing fleet in the Port of Sheboygan is Wisconsin's proven charter fishing leader, running the most trips and catching the most fish. Enjoy great fishing for trout and salmon aboard one of our 6 fully equipped modern charter boats with experience and professional crews. See why Dumper Dan's is the most popular name in the industry. We offer fishing and lodging packages featuring the best in riverfront condos and hotel accommodations. Half or 3/4 day trips available, so call to make your reservations today or log on to dumperdan.com. Dumper Dan's charter fishing fleet, Wisconsin's proven charter fishing leader.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Knockout Challenge Studios located inside of the Varsity Club in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. I am Dale Little Cheddar Lorenz. That gentleman right out there is can't get right, Mr. Chris Green.
Good evening.
Booth. We just got done doing a live stream of 2.1, but that's not why we're here.
Nope.
We've got a live drawing to do of a 32-player bracket. I'm going to put this up there right now. That's what it looks like in the very first Ultimate KO Challenge.
Yeah.
This is going to be fun. Like I said, there's 32 players in the field. $3,000 guaranteed for the champion. And I just added up. We do have a side pot of $650 as well.
Nice.
So basically, it's a $7,000 prize pool all combined together, roughly. What match format? Everybody is, well, they already know that. That's not why they're here. We're here to do a live drawing of the bracket, which actually is kind of funny because I'm going to bring this up just real quickly. Because if anybody's watching that may or may not have seen the post the other day, this is an Outer Points Productions original format. There's going to be one person that's going to watch this that's going to be laughing their ass off right now because I said that. But anyway, so here's what we always do, as we've done right from the start. So there's no hanky-panky going on in the drawing or anything else. I am going to take the digital pool, and I'm going to move it right over there. Well, you can't see it yet, but
We'll let you see it in a second.
yeah, you will see it just momentarily. All right, so I am going to wait for that to populate on your screen at home. It's already on my screen, but there's about a 20-second delay tonight. So once it appears on your screen at home, I want somebody to give me a thumbs up in the chat. Please don't do it unless you actually see it. It's imperative of that. Once I get a thumbs up, I am going to populate that bracket with all. What the hell are you doing? Jeez.
I'm drawing.
That's Chris Green for you. Remember what I just said? Can't get right? All right. Adam Granatella, Jeremy Gould. We got some confirmations of the bracket being seen. All right. As I had said, right there it is, 32 players. I am going to generate the draw. The field is already set. And then I'm going to read off the names before I do the drawing. All right? So there we go. We've got, and I know it's a little bit smaller. I don't have the ability to zoom in on this as it sits. But once the bracket is done, then I can zoom in. All right, so we've got Vincent Didio, Jason Van, Mike Masevich, Rick Holmes, myself, Jim Sorensen, Rudy McGill Jr., Pete Sorsey, Sean Wilkes, Rick Chamberlain, Tim Stockinger, Tom Menina, Jameson Bartz, Rich Ciampa, Anthony Sadlin, Koi 7 can never pronounce his last name, Kevin Marlette, Dan Welch, Dave Peters, Todd Jewell, Kenny Ingachi, Tom Lemire, Randy Smith, Mike Weber, David Hoppe, Tom Follis, Fong Wen, and Joe Pollock. All right. That cannot be right because that's only 28 players. There we go. There's the rest of them. Steve Kilberg, Randy Blaha, and Kanem Veal, and Adam Granatella. All right. That is 32. Now, we're going to go back up to the top of the page. And I am going to have somebody give me a number between 1,420 and 1,426. So a number between 1,420 and 1,426. That's how many times I'm going to reshuffle this.
Mike says just to shuffle it, tell him and Jason are matched up and leave it there.
I can do that too. Rick Chamberlain, 1,425. Perfect. So that is 1,421, 1,422, 1,423, 1,425. 5 times I am going to reshuffle. So you see my little cursor over the reshuffle. Every time I hit that, 2 little green dots are going to appear above the green on the screen, right? That way you know it's legal. The 5th one will be the final one, and then I'll read off
the matches, the pairs, the opponent.
Reshuffle number 1. There's the green dots. Reshuffle number 2. Number 3. Reshuffle number 4. Oh my God, we just lost the stream. Is everybody out there? We just lost the stream. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Reshuffle number 5 and the final one. And we're going to read off the brackets. All right, here we go. In match number 1, we've got Rick Holmes and Tom Follis. Match number 2, Jim Sorensen and Mike Masevich. Match number 3, Adam Granatella and Jameson Bartz. Match number 4, Pete Sorsey and Todd Jewell. Match number 5, Anthony Sadlin and Kanem Veal. Match number 6, Rick Chamberlain and Vincent Didio. Match number 7, Kevin Marlette and Joe Pollock. Match number 8, myself and Rich Ciampa. Match number 9, Dave Peters and Mike Weber. Match number 10, David Hoppe and Tom Lemire. Match number 11, Tom Menina and Randy Blaha. Match number 12, Sean Wilkes and Randy Smith. Match number 13, Rudy McGill Jr. and Fong Wen. Match number 14, Koi again, sorry, I just can't pronounce it. And Dan Welch. Match number 15, Stephen Kilberg and Kenny Ingachi. And the last and final, but definitely not least, Mr. Jason Van taking on Tim Stockinger.
Nice.
All right, so as I had mentioned, I'm gonna create and go to step 5. Check it out, save and review. Now we're gonna go to the bracket, and I'm gonna do this very slowly, so you guys get a good glimpse of what the bracket looks like. All right, and then I'm gonna actually start the tournament. So, Rick Holmes, Tom Follis, Jim Sorensen, Mike Masevich, Adam Granatella, Jameson Bartz, Pete Sorsey, Todd Jewell, Anthony Sadlin, Kanem Veal, Rick Chamberlain, Vincent Didio, Kevin Marlette, Joe Pollock, myself, Rich Champa, Dave Peters, Mike Weber, David Hoppe, Tom Lemire, Tom Medina, Randy Blaha, Sean Wilkes, Randy Smith, Rudy McGill Jr., Fong Wen, Koi, Dan Welch, Steve Kilberg, Kenny Ingachi, and Jason Van and Tim Stockinger. All right, that is going to end the redraw. I mean, the drawing. Start tournament. And we are ready to go. All right, so let me get back to. That's not it. All right, we're back. I think you can see us anyway. So, players already know what to do. If you've never been in the KO Challenge before, the rules, the format, and everything are you have 2 weeks to schedule and play your match. All right? Because there are 32 players in this field, which is 16 matches, and all of them are streamed, guess what? There's no way to do that. There is no way to be able to fit all of those in 2 weeks. So, we also have 4 other tournaments that are going on right now within the next couple of weeks. 1.4, 2.1, the finals of 4.1, the Scotch doubles, plus we have the Midwest KO Challenge coming up. So, all of those things being said, and we've got obviously a new format with the Ultimate 8-Ball. So this is a beta testing learning curve. I think we have most of the details worked out, but don't panic as players. Don't feel like you have to be rushed to schedule these. People have vacations in the summer. They have family gatherings. They have a lot of other things going on. So I urge you, don't panic and don't overload my schedule. So I'm going to be putting my schedule in the group chat within the next day or two to kind of give everybody an idea what we have coming up. So I appreciate all your time and all your patience, and I cannot wait to get this tournament started. So, again, on behalf of Chris, I thank him a million times over for being here all the time. Everybody have an awesome weekend, and if you're not busy,
We'll see you on Sunday.
stop by Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock because you're not going to want to miss that match.
Nope. Should be a good one.
Be safe, everybody. Have a good night.
Good night. Bye.